to talk about UFC 312 happening in Australia. And Australia, just so you know, I believe there's 16 hours ahead of us. Okay? So 16 hours ahead of us. So on Saturday in our time at 10 p.m. Eastern time is the main event or the main card for UFC 312 featuring Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland Part 2. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today on this live here. So I'm just going to wait till some people jump on here. It's Friday night right now. We're about a little over 24 hours ahead of before the main event on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to go over the main card with you guys. But the main fight I'm going to talk about right now will be Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland for the Middleweight Championship. Shaun Strickland is the former UFC Middleweight Champion. He lost the belt actually to Dricus Du Plessis, okay? So this is like a rematch, okay? So I'm just going to wait till you guys come on. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0, by the way. I'm in a weird spot here. I don't have good light in here. If I do any filming at night, it sucks. But I said, okay, I'd rather do a video that sucks, like as far as lighting, than no video at all. Because like you guys know, I'm on here consistently. I'm going to go on here live every single day, if not more than once a day, okay? Because I want to build up this YouTube. I want to become a YouTube content creator. So we're talking about UFC 312 between Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis. Okay, this is going to be in Australia, UFC 312. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna wait a little bit here. It's Friday night here, guys. We can talk about anything you want. If you guys have any things you want to throw in here, go for it. Sean Strickland is the controversial guy. He's always got something to say, and he always says inappropriate stuff. But the crowd actually loves him. Australia is his crowd. They love him, and they don't really like Dricus. So the fan favorite is Sean Strickland, but I think the favorite is Dricus Du Plessis, okay? He's the middleweight champion. How you doing, Sanad? Where are you from? I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And what I'm going to talk about today is UFC 312, which is happening in Australia tomorrow. Well, it'll be happening like tomorrow, our time. I'm in Toronto, Canada. What country are you in?
Dad, I might know what time it happens if you tell me what time it happens in Canada.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland for the UFC 312 main event. There's going to be for a middleweight title championship, okay? The former champion is Sean Strickland. This is a rematch. It's number 2. It's going to be good. The favorite is Dricus, but the fan favorite in Australia is Sean Strickland by far. He's winning over the media. Oh, you come from India. Oh, that's awesome. So if you guys want to jump on in here and give me your 2 cents on who you think's going to win or what you think's going to happen, or if you're going to watch UFC 312, or if you're a UFC fan, just let me know. Because I'm going to be on here. I talk mostly about fitness. I talk about YouTube drama. I talked about some drama recently. And I talk about natural bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff. But right now, we're going to talk about UFC because that's another hobby of mine or passion of mine to watch UFC. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of mixed martial arts, okay? So I'll be watching UFC 312 tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which will be actually 2 p.m. Sunday for Australia. Australia is 16 hours ahead of us. So if it's 10 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday night, it will be 2 p.m. in the afternoon in Australia on Sunday. Okay, so they'll actually be fighting on Sunday. It'll be a Sunday morning card, but the main card will start at like 2 p.m. So it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. But it's going to be a good fight. The last fight they had, they went to a split decision, okay? And Sean Strickland's blaming it totally on the headbutt that happened. And then Dricus is saying it's not just a headbutt. He said he he broke open the skin with jabs prior to that, and the headbutt just made it worse. That's all. He said he's, you know what I'm saying? And Dricus feels he won it. Shaun feels he won it. It was a split decision, right? So, of course, that means people are split on who won the first fight. A lot of people are actually saying Sean Strickland. So, a lot of people want Sean Strickland to get the belt back. Because Sean Strickland is just one of those guys who tells it like it is. He's your blue-collar type guy. And he just, like, you know what I mean? At first, I didn't really like Sean Strickland. I didn't like his brash attitude, how he just like, would say crazy shit. But then after a while, it just grew on you. At first, I thought, who is this fucking guy? But it grows on you, right? But Dricus is good. They say Dricus has a crazy style. You don't know what to expect. He kind of just goes for it. And then Sean Strickland just hunts you down and just he puts the pressure, just keeps stalking you down with his hands up, stalking you down, punch, punch, stalking you down, punch, punch. He kind of puts you on your back foot. He'll follow you around the ring. And both these guys are the type of guys, like Sean Strickland always says, fight to the death. That's the type of fights these guys do. And they're both stand-up fighters. But they're mixed martial artists, so they can go to the ground, okay? I don't think they're going to go to the ground. I think it's going to be a stand-up war. A lot of punching, kicks, a lot of low kicks. These guys do a lot of low kicks, the calf kicks. And those can take some damage on you, right? So, yeah, so if you're on here, jump on. Let's talk about who's going to win between Dricus Du Plessis and Sean Strickland. I think I want Sean Strickland to win. Who's going to win? I'm not sure yet. I'll give you a definite prediction before I get off online here for sure. But I want Sean Strickland to win it here. Here's the stats. I'm on UFC.com. So here's the stats, right? This is Dricus Du Plessis. 22-2. The other guy's 29-6. Sean Strickland. Both 6'1". I believe that weight where it says 204 and 199 is their weight at the official weigh-in, like after they've rehydrated a bit and stuff. Because they both, for a middleweight, you must be 185. And if you're fighting for a belt, there's no weight allowance. So you must be the weight of 185 or under. Not even 0.1 over, nothing like that. You must be the weight. They both have, they have identical reach. Their leg reach is different. Du Plessis has a longer leg reach. That's the only thing different in those stats. And they're both the same height. Roughly, give or take the same weight. I think Du Plessis is the bigger, more muscular type guy. Because Strickland did fight at 170 at one time, and he doesn't look like overly ripped, right? Where this guy, you can't tell here, the belt's covering him. He's a lot more muscular of a guy. So him coming in at near 205 makes sense. And Strickland maybe weighing around 199, that makes sense. It makes sense that Du Plessis would be the heavier guy for the fight. That's for sure. So my prediction is going to be, I'm going to go out on a limb here because I think the odds are 2-1 in favor of Dricus Du Plessis, okay? So they're really favoring him. But Australia wants Sean Strickland to win, okay? I'm going to go with Sean Strickland. I think it's going to go 5 rounds because Sean Strickland isn't known for knocking people out, but Dricus is, so that's possible. But I think if they go the distance, I think because Sean Strickland is such a pressure fighter and he throws a lot of shots, like he peppers the punches. He probably puts up like 80%, so he can just go. He can go, and he's got a gas tank. He can go the whole 5 rounds. And so can Dricus because they went 5 rounds before. But I think if there wasn't a headbutt in the first fight, like Sean was even saying, Sean Strickland, that he probably would have taken the fight because he looked like he was in charge of the fight. That headbutt really messed him up. Because Sean Strickland says that he doesn't like making excuses, but he was making excuses. Because he says a man fights to the death and doesn't make excuses type thing, right? But since it was an illegal, well, an accidental strike, which is a headbutt, which is not legal, but they do happen by accident in these fights all the time, right? That he's not really saying it's not, no one cheated to win, but he said it did affect him because the blood goes in your eyes and stuff, right? He says the blood in his eyes just threw him right off his game. And he just couldn't focus and he couldn't see shots coming from that side, all that stuff. So that was Sean Strickland's excuse, okay? So Sean Strickland is saying that he's going to win this fight. because he thinks the only reason he lost is because of the headbutt. Dricus is saying, I'm going to show him decisively that I'm the champion, just to make sure it's clear that I was the winner of the first fight, I'm going to do it again type thing. But I would like to see Sean Strickland win it. That's my take. It's going to be fun, though. Sean Strickland does get a lot of excitement, and he's really good on the microphone and stuff, even though he says the damnedest things, right? Like, he gets really political and stuff, and he's a proud American, that's for sure. And he's really proud to be the freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff. And that's what he's saying about Australia, that they don't have freedom of speech and all that. So that's the only thing he doesn't like about it. But he loves the mullets and all that stuff that he's seen in Australia. I don't know. I've never been to Australia. But Sean Strickland was saying there's mullets and all kinds of stuff. I probably should pull up his press conference. Let me pull that shit up. I didn't plan this at all. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to pull up. I got to get out of my YouTube and get to my my feed here, or whatever they call it. Bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go to my channel. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up the press conference, just the highlights. Maybe I can find someone on YouTube that has just the highlights. Let me type in highlights of Sean Strickland, UFC 312. Let's see if this will work. 312 press conference. Like, I hope someone has the highlights, because the highlights would make it a lot easier for me. Because I don't want to like make you sit through all the craziness. But there's someone who did the highlights. We can just run through that, and I can pause it and stuff. That's fun. Just to give you an idea of the build up to. Well, here we go, right here. MMA Crazy it's called. Let me see. What we got here? Skip ads. Let me turn the volume up on this, guys. I got the volume all down on my computer because.
Dricus Du Plessis right here in the middle. Obviously, you made it known that there should be no drama surrounding the first fight. You know you won the first fight. You also said you wanted this match. Are you using this as kind of a way to raise?
That's not loud at all.
Just confirm that you are the best middleweight in the world, and there is no drama surrounding the Sean Strickland fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I didn't. Just
That's the champ right there.
The judges said so. Hey, settle down. Let the Dutch man. He's keeping my belt warm.
Sean,
Let the man speak.
Sean wants to
Dutch
say
man,
something.
Say your piece.
Okay.
You are too kind. And yeah, I mean, sure, the rematch was the next one up. I would have preferred that Hamzat fight, but he was the one. And there we
Oh
go.
shit.
And the first fight was obviously a war. Both of you left very bloody. You said, you and Shaun can't put on a war. So what are you expecting from Shaun in basically round 6 through 10 after going through 5 in the first fight?
Yeah, I think you can expect the
It's gonna be a good fight, guys.
Absolutely. I mean, you're sitting with one top guy, sitting with another guy that will never give up. Two guys going forward and trying to kill each other. I mean, what else do you want? Isn't that the perfect fight?
Right.
Question for Sean Strickland.
Let's hear what Sean has to say.
Before we get to the question about the fight, what do you make about your reception here in the city?
Man, you guys are some of the best crowds.
Sean Strickland's controversial.
You know.
Whoops. Bear with me, I get ads. I wasn't expecting that. Sorry, guys. Usually I can just hit skip and be done with it. Oh my gosh. Of course, now that I'm on live, this is playing all these bloody ads. There we go.
I like the teep and jab, but you mother make me want to go out there and die, man.
This is Sean Strickland.
And you made it known, you feel you have unfinished business with Dricus. So regardless of whether the belt is on the line or not, how important is this fight to you?
You know, man, let me tell you something about the Dutchman, which is a cool nickname, by the way.
Yeah, not
This
bad.
man fights like a on a short bus. And hey, Dricus, I respect you for that, because you fight like a maniac.
No, it's going to be a good fight, guys.
I won that fight, and I'm going to win this fight. So saddle up and let's get it done.
He's
I fight like somebody on the short bus, but you look like the driver.
That is pretty funny.
Well, you know, guys, I didn't know about elementary school, so here we are. Because you're not allowed near kids with that look anymore.
He's making fun of the mustache, so he's not allowed to rap. Because Sean Strickland doesn't usually have that mustache.
Quest for the champions.
So
The Dutchman can't make me laugh.
that was a
you know,
good
but
joke, actually, by
You
Dricus.
got more jewelry on than the women, so I don't know if I can take your insults real. Oh, I can't take that. Was terrible, bro.
Question for Sean and Dricus. You guys both spoke about the first fight yesterday. Sean, you say it was a headbutt. Dricus, you say it was a right hand that caused the cut. I'm just curious, who's telling the truth there?
Here they are talking about the headbutt.
Listen, man. I'm not a... I take my L's like a man, and according to some blind-ass judge, the Dutchman won, and I'll give it to him. But he's not winning Sunday. 25 minutes of war. It was a headbutt, but even if it wasn't, it doesn't matter because it's not going to happen again. What's going to happen is I'm going to have that belt back in the States. Sorry, my Australian fans, but we're going to win it here.
There you go.
Dricus, do you agree with that, or do you think it was a right hand that landed?
Here's Dricus.
One blind judge. There had to be two for that. And, yeah.
That was funny,
He
actually.
was the one whining about it the whole time. I'll give him the benefit. Sure, I headbutted him. I don't care. It's a fight. Go ahead. What do you got?
So Dricus and Sean, a lot of crap has been talked, during this press conference during the lead up. Fellas, I'm going to need you to say one nice thing about the other person. Sean, I don't want to hear any crap.
I remember hearing this question. I thought that was just dumb. What do you mean, one nice thing?
One nice thing about Dricus.
He does it, but why? That's weird.
I mean, dude,
Weird
the guy
question.
fights like a fucking on the short buster. How is that not a compliment? I mean, that's all something we can strive to do is go in there and want to die. So, congratulations, Dricus. Your fight's up. I guess I have to say, the man is at least willing to throw down, whether he's in the stands or not. And I gotta respect that. If somebody disrespects you, you put them in their place, and he's willing to do that. So that's what a man does. Thank you. What do you got?
Josh Peter from the stand. Sean, this question's for you. This arena saw you put on one of the most impressive title-winning performances in the history of the UFC. What does it mean to you to be back fighting in that same arena here in Australia?
You know, guys, if it wasn't for the lack of freedom of speech and gun laws here, I could see me living here. Tax is a little rough. You don't really get that much for it, but if it wasn't for all the lack of freedoms, I actually really like this place. And you, man, you guys are a bunch of degenerates. I walk down the street and I see mullets and lifted trucks. It feels like I'm back home with my white trash buddies. And you know, man, I love it here. I feel like I'm a little Australian.
Yeah, this guy's funny, so I'm gonna put it back.
To answer your question, it feels real good to be back.
This is a highlight video from the press
Sean
conference.
Strickland, you made the front page of the newspaper with the headline, "Will someone please knock this guy out?"
Bunch of communists here, guys.
What's your response to the media?
I come to this country and I talk about freedom of speech and guns and taxes.
Maybe I'll grab that.
Communists in the media.
Maybe I'll grab that photo from the newspaper. There was a newspaper headline with like, cause someone knocked this guy out. It was pretty funny. And it's a real legit media thing. He was on the cover of the newspaper, so it's funny. Let's bring it back to the video.
Trying to put me down. Why? Because you want to control the media and you don't like freedom of speech.
Yes, sir. Dana, this question's for you, and of course, Sean, if you want to answer it as well. There was word going around that the New South Wales government did everything they could. Now, I don't agree, but they did everything they could to stop Sean Strickland being a part of this card. Is that true? And how did you bring him here?
If that was true, we wouldn't be here. If that was true, we would not.
True.
You guys, they like to talk about me in the government, and goddamn, I take it as a pride, because what do I represent? Freedom, low taxes, freedom. So if you want to condemn me, yeah, I might say here and there a woman makes a good sandwich, but god damn it, man. If you ever had a sandwich from a man, no, you haven't. So we keep letting these women fight, dude. Who's gonna make our dinner? I'm gonna have to go to the store and make that myself, and that will never happen.
Okay, that's a little bit controversial, but hey, that's Sean Strickland. He just says shit to get people riled up, and it's working, because he does. Let's go back to the video.
Happened under my watch.
What's the question?
Method of victory and what round?
Yeah, I mean, after a first fight like that, yeah, method of victory is very hard. I'm going out there looking for that finish from the first bout.
This is
And if it has
Dricus
to
Du
go to the
Plessis,
last bout,
the
I'm
champ.
looking for that knockout from the word go till the end of that fight.
All right, you fuckers. Let me lay down some truth on you. Excuse my language. Sorry, Dana, you guys. I'm not going to get a bonus after this one. The man has a cinder block forehead. You see him the next day. The guy can take damage. We're probably going to have a
True.
5-round war. I'm going to try to put his ass down. He's going to try to put my ass down. One of us is going to get f***ed up. It ain't going to be me. To the death. I think the Dutchman can agree. We're going to put on a war, and we're going to try to f*** each other up. And that's a promise we both can make you guys.
Sean, we spoke to your fans outside and they say they love you because you're a real man. What do you think makes you a real man in the eyes of your fans?
Oh man, you guys gotta get me to drop character for a second, but
You hear what he just say there? He said, you guys are going to get me to drop character here for a second. Just to show you, he just does this to rile people up, but it's working, right? He puts on this character. I think he's a good guy. He's a little bit of a messed up guy, but he's a good guy. Because he's going to, right here, I think is, from what I do remember, he's going to give an almost emotional speech about the fans and the UFC and stuff. So here it is right now.
you know, man, I try to be authentic for you guys. Yeah, right. Come say it in my face and it would revoke my visa again.
John, do you have staph infection and are you healthy coming into this fight?
Oh, shit, they cut it out.
I'm immune to staph. You see this mustache? I give staph. I don't get staph. Calm the f*** down. I don't get sick. I don't get injured. I don't get staph. So relax. I'm going to be out there on Sunday and I'm going to come out hard and strong. The hardest.
I can't believe they cut out that emotional speech he gave.
To the deaf Dutch man.
That's not
Oh my God. I guess it's a highlight video. I guess it was a highlight video for the press conference so they can take out what they think wasn't a highlight. I thought that was like how the highlight of the video. Because Sean Strickland makes an emotional speech. Let me see if I can find that for you guys. Just 1 second, okay? Because that's just dumb. That was like one of the best parts. I'm just going to go in here and Sean Strickland 312 emotional speech or something. I got a small little desk here I'm working on, so I'm like trying my best here. God damn it. It's kind of frustrating trying to do this right now. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Sean. So right now I'm just typing in Sean Strickland press conference 312, UFC 312. I'm going to try to find the emotional moments. Okay. Please tell me you gave me this. Please tell me that someone caught this. Or at least saved it as a video. Because it would be easier if it was just set up as a nice little video. I can just play it. And it doesn't look like they did. Gosh darn it. Maybe someone has like a YouTube short. Damn it. Don't you hate people? They one of the best moments of the I went to a highlight thing for the I'm just gonna have to go to UFC press conference 312 and then I'm just gonna have to find it myself. I think I can find it within a minute. So just bear with me, guys. It's right here. I'll find it as soon as I find it, because it was actually a good. It was actually a good moment.
And protein up. Enjoy tasty Too Good yogurt with 80% less sugar than the leading flavored yogurt.
So bear with me, guys. In the meantime, ask me any question you want about UFC or anything. I gotta watch this damn commercials because I'm on my YouTube, my desktop, and it's playing every bloody commercial.
Unlimited creation.
God damn. And now that I'm trying to like listen to, I got my volume way up.
Inspired by at least willing to throw down.
Please. And you fuckers, man, you guys are a bunch of fucking degenerates. I walk down the street and I see fucking mullets and lifted fucking trucks. It feels like I'm back home with my white trash buddies. And you know what, man?
This is a cool moment.
I fucking love it here. I feel like I'm a little Australian. I can't wait to win the belt. So
This is the Mac
to answer
life.
your question, it feels real fucking good to be back.
At least this one, they're not editing any of the swearing.
Go ahead.
Dana, just one.
Because it's later in the video. Let's find. I want to find that spot I'm talking about where he gets emotional. This is pretty good.
Lets his son beat him up, and the leash got too tight. Too many G-Wagons.
Oh my God, that was just too crazy. We don't want to hear that.
And what round?
War. I'm gonna try to put his ass down. See, looking. Oh, that fucking guy. Hey, you know where my hotel is, you motherfucker. But you know, man, I try to be authentic for you guys. And at the end of the day, dude, you know, sometimes you look at us as superstars and we're just another asshole out there.
This is
We
a
made
speech right
mistakes,
here.
Dude, and I can tell you, man, through you guys, like, I had no fucking self-respect before MMA. And this is like, before MMA, dude, I couldn't even fucking look myself in the mirror without hating what I seen. You know, and I still kind of hate myself a little bit, but...
He's trying to be
I will
funny,
say
but he's
that
being
through
serious.
You guys, man, you have really made me have a life that I enjoy. And I do appreciate you guys and your support. Win or lose, man, you guys have changed my fucking life.
What do you got?
Just a question for you, Dana. Question about Australian fighters.
I could literally see, when he was giving that little speech there, if you're looking in his eyes, like it made me want to freaking water because you could see that he was real emotional. Like he wasn't joking around. Like I'm emotional talking about just, I almost want to watch him say that again because it was just nuts. You got to watch it closely. Like watch his face. Like it's crazy how emotional he's getting because he has been seen crying before on camera, but he tries so hard to be a tough guy, badass, no feelings, all this stuff. Let's play that again. That's just nuts. Like, hopefully I got the right moment. I'm not good at rewinding and all this stuff, so I'm trying to get better.
But I will say that through you guys, man, you have
Let's
really
watch
made
his
me have
face.
a life that I enjoy. And I do appreciate you guys and your support. Win or lose, man, you guys have changed my fucking life.
Okay, well, I didn't take it back far enough.
Self-respect before them
Okay, that's it.
stars, and we're just another asshole out there.
Here we go.
We made mistakes, dude, and I can tell you, man, through you guys, like, I had no fucking self-respect before MMA, and this is like, before MMA, dude, I couldn't even fucking look myself in the mirror without hating what I seen. You know, and I still kind of hate myself a little bit, but I will say that through you guys, man, you have really made me have a life that I enjoy, and I do appreciate you guys and your support. Win or lose, man, you guys have changed my fucking life.
What do you got?
Just a question for you, Dana. Question about Australian fighters. None on the stage.
Yeah, that was a cool moment. Like, he really meant it. He threw the joke. You know, you try to deflect it when you feel yourself getting too emotional. You're like, I got to make a joke. I got to say something funny or something. So you're getting, you could just see him like ready to break down. And this guy's going to war within like 24 hours or so. And he's getting emotional because he's thinking about the fans and all this stuff, right? And changing his life and all this stuff. Whew. So I thought that was an emotional moment there. But yeah, so that's it. I'm hoping for, my prediction will be Sean Strickland's going to take it. He's going to win the fight. He's probably going to go the full distance, but he's going to win, man. He pulled, when he actually won the belt, he beat Adesanya, Israel Adesanya in Australia, of all places, okay? And he was the underdog by like a 4-1 or even more. He was such a huge underdog. He did the impossible. He won the belt, the middleweight championship of the UFC. And now he's got his chance to get the belt back from the guy who beat him in a split decision. And he's doing it in Australia, where he first beat the legend himself, Israel Adesanya. Okay? I think lightning can strike twice, so they say. I think Sean Strickland's going to take it. That's Sean Strickland right there. He's going to win the belt back in Australia. The Australian fans love him. And whether or not, just like he said, whether or not he does win, he's going to put his heart into it. He's going to fight till the death. He's going to give everything he's got. So my prediction is Sean Strickland's going to win. That's my prediction.